Hello, hello. I am plowing through my video series that I've been recording that go in tandem with the blog over on Roller Girl Gang. And the blog series is called Show Up to Grow, and it's all about personal growth and how you can use your daily life and roller skating to come to terms with those parts of yourself and your life that you may not enjoy, that may be difficult to face. And I've been through a lot of things already as I've been writing about, and I'm up to day 18 now, which is called shock. Okay, no one likes a shock. A shock represents something that has gone wrong. It can be anything that is shocking for you, anything that is outside of your comfort zone, from unexpected snowfall, meaning that the roads, the driving conditions will be more challenging, and probably I will be late because I didn't know it was going to snow and I've not allowed enough time. So everything becomes a bit more frantic. Or the realization that I was supposed to bring something to class for someone and I've forgotten it, like it's like a minor jolt. But this morning that I was writing this blog post, I had a shock of extremely high data roaming charges. And I didn't understand why, because I thought I had a plan that allowed me to use my data abroad. Of course, Canada is outside of that list of countries, and I hadn't checked properly. Comes back to me and it being my fault. So the shock leads to a moment of like acute stress. It's not the biggest problem. I've definitely coped with worse, but still it is a shock. And I felt the shock as a jolt through my body. It's like my nervous system is going, get up. And it's giving you that little burst of energy that's required for movement. So I got a bunch of text messages go ding, 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 ding through on my phone, kind of going like, you have spent £18, you have spent £25, you have spent £45. And I was like, what? Quick, switch off the data roaming. So I thankfully got it off before, it racked up into the hundreds. But that's one example. With roller skating, it's the shock of falling. And I think the fear of falling is the biggest thing that keeps us as adults away from attempting this activity. And I think that's the case because of the conversations that we have both at the shop and at classes. And it's always a shock. It's a shock you go from like standing to just being on the floor, like less than a click of the fingers. It is part and parcel of roller skating though. So falling is something we have to learn, and it's due early on because we don't have the understanding that we have to get lower on our wheels. Our default position as a fight or flight response is to run away. It's to throw your body weight back in preparation to hide or run away. It's not to get lower because that actually stops you from being able to move quickly. However, we've got wheels on our feet. So that's the thing we need to do. We have to train and retrain our body to go forwards rather than upright and going backwards. I definitely thought that once I'd stopped playing roller derby, where the objective is like to knock someone else over, the falling would stop. But, shockingly, it is not. Any time I learn a new thing on my skates, I have to find that new balance point for my body. And learning something new can mean anything. It means anything from like new equipment to a floor that I haven't been to before, to like new tricks. Possibly, it's anything that is new to me in my experience. So usually now I will start by testing the new space or the new trick or the new equipment in like a gentler way. And it just allows me to build experience with the new thing, whatever that thing is, and reduce my chance of falling. And I do still fall, and it is always quite a noisy slam, and it's a shock usually for someone else that may hear it. So I was actually testing out the Retro Rollers studio space on my own. I had my headphones on and I did like quite a tight turn in one corner and overbalance, and I was like bang onto the floor and I just fell in a heap. I'm completely fine, but they were like, whoa, that was a really noisy fall. Mel, are you okay? You okay? And I was like, yeah. Like, I didn't actually answer because I kind of thought, oh, they'll know I'm fine. They did not, bless them. They were a bit like, Mel, are you okay? I was like, yeah, I'm fine. You know, often I can style out the fall. So I don't actually fall all the way down. But to a less experienced roller skater, they might not even realize that that's what I'm doing, that I'm styling out a fall. To them, it might just look like a really cool move, but it's not. So now, see if you can spot someone that is maybe a more experienced skater, like falling and catching themselves. That's the difference. And my question for reflection today is, does the fear of falling hold you back in your roller skating, or have you overcome this? See you on the next one.